Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of the Korea Street Photography POV series. So this is the second half of the night where I'm shooting around the DONGDAEMUN Design Plaza area, and I'm shooting on the Sony A7IV with a 35mm GMaster lens and also the 85mm f1.8 lens. While waiting to cross the road, I spotted this lady with a colourful umbrella, and that really intrigued me, so I took a couple of steps back and snapped a couple of photos. I tried to take another shot, but it wasn't very nice, but eventually I got a photo of just her and the DONGDAEMUN Design Plaza, which I was quite satisfied with. So at this point of time, the rain has pretty much already stopped and there were puddles everywhere. I spotted the reflection of the Ukrainian flag on the floor, which I took a photo of, and I like how minimal it is. I then switched my focus to the slope area where there were a couple of people walking up and down, and because of the signboard, which was super bright, there were some really long shadows which I quite liked. But eventually I changed out to the 85mm to get a more compressed shot. I then moved on and spotted long shadows again, so I took some photos of that, flipped it, and I thought it was pretty cool. I quite like the perspective of that. I then shot from a different angle to try to get different perspective, but I don't quite fancy the shots that I got. So I moved on and I turned back, and that's when I spotted this couple walking. This area was very nice because the yellow and blue lights from the Ukrainian light up were shining everywhere, so I made this photo and I am quite satisfied with it. However, I wish I had an even tighter lens to get even more compression. So there are a lot of people walking around this area and I thought it looked quite cinematic. I took out my phone and recorded a reel. And yeah, if you're on Instagram, you can check out my page at QHVentures, and I would love to connect with you guys. I then spotted this lady a distance away, and the way she was carrying her umbrella made it look very mysterious because she was covering her face, and I quite liked that, so I took 2 photos. So I took a couple of photos, but it wasn't really working out for me, and eventually I found myself at this bus stop. I then spotted this subject that I wanted to take a photo of, so I did, and I realized she wasn't really moving much, so I took a couple of steps back, got a different angle, and slowed down my shutter speed in hopes of getting some slow shutter shots, and I was very happy with the results. I then spotted this giant billboard which was spilling light everywhere, and I tried taking a photo of that but didn't quite like the angle, so I moved to the right. I took a few photos and they were better than the first shot in my opinion, but nothing super amazing. So this bus pulled up right beside me and I tried to take a photo of the subject inside the bus. I quite like it, however I wish that the subject's face wasn't so close to the metal beam. And then I spotted this lady on my right side. She was walking under the lights which casted a giant shadow on the walls, and that was super cool. So every time she walked near the lights, I shoot a couple of shots. So by then I was pretty much done with DONGDAEMUN Design Plaza and I moved on to the food street area. I spotted these 2 people in a restaurant eating and I thought it would make quite a nice photo, so I took a couple of shots and I quite liked them. The only thing that I don't really like is how green the restaurant looked. So at this point of time, I was pretty hungry and tired and I was ready to get dinner and I was ready to call it a night, and then I spotted this area which I thought had a lot of potential, and I just waited for the right subjects to enter the frame, and I'm so glad that I waited because this is where I got one of my favorite photos of the entire trip. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the photos that I took. Do consider subscribing, liking, and let me know what you guys want to see in the next video.